Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday, October 21st, and on my way to the church this morning, I observed the beauty of God's creation. The leaves on the trees are turning. Some of them are vibrant and just breathtaking. And today is supposed to be a beautiful day weather-wise, moderate in temperature. And I want to encourage us all, if we get to see this in a timely manner, to get outside, just to breathe a little bit. In these days of COVID and all the isolation, there's a great temptation for us to cocoon, to just turn into ourselves, to stay inside, and rightly so, to be safe, not to have too much interaction with other people. But I want to encourage you not to miss the beauty of God's creation today. That beauty, that majesty, testifies to the beauty of God and the majesty of God, the one who created and made the world that we live in. So let me encourage you in that way. As I was coming and seeing the trees, it made me think of Psalm 1 that has a reference to trees, and it says this: "Blessed is the man who delights in the law of the Lord, and on that law he meditates day and night. For that person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers." So I encourage you to take the example and the witness of creation and apply that to your own life. That if you're drinking in God's life-giving water, that living water of Jesus, then there will be good fruit born in your life. So go out and enjoy this day. Please appreciate the beauty that God has given us today. Today being Wednesday, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the preschool. This is their first full week with kids back for the entire day. Last week they sort of brought them in and staggered them with timing. But I want to tell you that the report from the directors and the teachers are that the kids are amazingly resilient, not having any trouble keeping their masks on, following all the guidelines, enjoying their time at preschool, being able to do almost everything that they used to do with a little bit of creative adaptation by the staff. So thank goodness for those kids, and thank God for the staff who is doing extra duty just to do what was normal last year. And I want to make a comment about that. Today is Wednesday, so preschool's not meeting today because they're taking the entire day to clean the school very carefully. They clean it in between morning and afternoon sessions every day, but on Wednesdays they're just coming in and doing a real thorough cleaning. So while there are no students here, the directors are here working full-time, cleaning each room carefully. It's a day of mitigation, I think is what they call it. And I wanted to say a little bit about the directors and the staff and a lot of us who are still working to try to keep some sense of normalcy, not just in ministry of the church, but at your workplace, I'm sure. Just to do the things that were normal takes extra effort now and more time. And so I invite you to pray for those people who supply programs for us, who are in the schools teaching our children, who are taking care of needs, that even though it's the same service you might be receiving, the amount of effort that goes behind that service has increased in this COVID season. So thank God for Carolyn and Eileen and Kristen and all of the staff of the preschool and the extra efforts that they've been putting forth just to make preschool happen normally, as normal as possible for these kids. I wanted to just also ask you to continue to pray for folks who are experiencing challenges in this season. I've already mentioned on Sunday that we had Frank Reed's funeral last Friday. And there were fewer people here than would have been here in a normal situation, and fewer people to surround Ruth Ann with comfort and support So I want to encourage you, if you can consider any way of reaching out to folks in this time of need through phone calls or cards, that really matters. I said to someone this weekend who I was having a conversation over text with that sometimes words just don't do what a really good hug could do in a relationship and in an effort to encourage and support. And so not having the ability to give each other that physical affection, that physical touch, that hug of encouragement, we really want to not stop encouraging one another, but find new ways, creative, adaptive ways to do that. I hope I can encourage you to reach out to other people in those ways. Finally, I wanted to read another psalm for us this morning. I just keep coming back to the Psalms as a source of great comfort and encouragement. It's Psalm 91, and it says this: "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see what is going on. If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord, who is my refuge, then no harm will befall you. No disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation." Boy, there's a lot to consider in that psalm. I want to first of all say what this doesn't mean is that we can go out and not have any worries at all about getting sick or falling. Even the faithful get sick and fall. But what I want to encourage you with is the words that say, don't have any fear about it. Don't live in fear. Live in the sure knowledge of God's love for you, and that He is with you, and that He will keep you from great trouble, and that He will be at your right hand always. So let me encourage you in these days when we feel alone that you're not alone. Let me encourage you not to cocoon yourself, but to reach out. Don't isolate yourself from others. Take the initiative to make a phone call and talk to a friend, to send a card or write a letter. And let me encourage you, even though we can't come and give you a hug, that we're here for you. So please don't hesitate to reach out and text or email or call us here at the church. We want to be God's presence in your life, particularly in this season. Final reminder, please register for worship. You can come and be present in the sanctuary. There have been plenty of spaces both at the 8:30 and the 11:10 service. So you are welcome if you're comfortable in coming. We are keeping everyone distanced and safe. And by God's grace, so far, everything has gone smoothly. So I hope to see you soon, or at least hear from you. Take care. God bless. We love you.